Bueno, no me apetece mucho hacer directo ahora, así que lo grabo. Lo mañana.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I always have a warm welcome for a...
Over here, if you please.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, so I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a wise decision, sir. Here you are, dear.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different...
A wise decision.
Where are you off to? Mind if I join you?
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns. Shall we seek some answers?
What did I do to deserve this? Pity me, do you?
Really now. You mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Come, I'll lead the way. We're here. A nun...
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen... I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, while I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subject, which makes things rather difficult. Say, would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my... Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed. A beast frozen. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of... Then I shall depart at once.
What do you think you're doing here? I will see to it that the law... Extraordinary.
Over here, if you would.
My talents lie in combining material.
Vale, no tengo cabezas de medusa, pero me puedo procurar algunas. Creo. No, este no es. Ujú. No, esto tampoco. Vale, vamos a ver si esta me sirve. Mm. Mm, Ni idea de qué narices es eso, pero no es lo que busco. Ujú. Vale. ¿Ya funciona? Sabía que tenía un chisme. Este ya funciona. Mm, no, este no es. ¿Y este no funciona? No entiendo. Publicidad. Cámbiale verde. 8, 3, 7. Sí, justo lo que tengo. Mi no entender. Ujú. Pero no me referencia a este. Supone que funciona. Está claro, ¿no? Mi no entender cómo funciona. Simplemente no funciona. Ujú. Me podría estar delante. La cosa es, no te leía algo. No, no parece que la tenga. Ah, muy tarde. Ahora sí.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Over here, if you please.
Interested in my wares?
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me? Do I disappoint you, Master?
One day, I'm going to have problems.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Can it be you are lost, Arisen One? The path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate the way ahead if you so desire. You will find the path you ought to follow in... Would you know the fate of another? This meeting shall not...
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master.
There, Master! Knackers! Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
I combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd show. Remember, you'll need to draw the fight out as long as you can. Marvelous. Up we go then.
Let us accompany Sir Fulvio and face this griffin.
Let us endeavor to keep pace with our guide.
Positively splendid. Did you use press? Show it to me. But to think you would be in possession of such... I cannot thank you enough, Arisen.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Interested in my wares?
Go on, tell us a story.
Clark means to unveil the sculpture before a select audience. He asked me to extend an invitation. I will await you at his estate in Vernworth. You will attend the unveiling of my work.
Not worth your time, eh?
What business have you here?
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
Why me?
Time to go home right
Someone talked about this.
In the years since the consul's passing, yet justice hath now there can be no poor DSAV. 'Tis a wonder indeed. And who are you, suppose? Silence.
Quite the predicament.
Fine day for it, isn't it?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
Good tidings to you.
Aught you need of me?
Seems we understand each other, you and I. Going so soon? Stay until... Have you ever been at a loss as to how to proceed? Or felt like you'd forgotten aught? Well, whenever I'm lost, her services are not to be... So if you're ever in need of guidance, why...
Talking with you always brings a smile to my face.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for there is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. I haven't the words. 'Tis simply a masterpiece. I shall be honored to pass this on to future Let us give a thunderous round of applause, and for the good arisen who...
What a Why, I was just... Oh, I can't complain.
'Tis a masterpiece, and full glad I am to have entrusted this task.
If only I could talk to you.
What brings you here?
You seem to be rather friendly with Captain Brancer. Tell me, 'tis lamentable that but there are whispers that he was given ever since Thesis fact. If I were you, I can scarce believe I carved this with my own hands. Thank you, Arisen.
Pray,
Follow me.
I do not believe you have a right to be here, sir.
Let's make haste, else I'll be at this all night. This way, Master.
Got any good stories to share? Consider me stumped.
You are expected to act with due decorum here.
You'd best watch yourself. Do you know who...
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? See, a friend of mine hath an empty house. Wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one. And many thanks, sir. With...
Thought you should have this.
Many thanks, sir. Many thanks, sir. With this...
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Can't wait for it. I trust aught's well, sir.
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vern.
What is your purpose here?
Our soldiers need better training.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Can't you see I'm on duty?
What an unexpected pleasure.
You seem well.
I have no tidings to share, I fear.
I would fain aid you however I may.
Just between you and me, my survey mission, my task is to seek out items of potential value. It is an enigma, forged up strange material. So back and forth I go on.
I trust aught's well, sir.
Is there aught you require?
Who are you supposed to be?
Do forgive me, but who are you? Do forgive me.
I dare say you do not belong here. Do forgive me. How marvelous! Do forgive me, but...
I dare say you do not belong here, sir.
I'd sooner stay out of the back where it's possible. Consider the needs of the common
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
You'll have to excuse me. I will see to it that the law is upheld.
How grand it must be to live a life of adventure.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
If you don't mind, sir, I've my duty to attend to. My thanks, sir. Would you care to talk a while?
I could almost nod off where I stand.
Couldn't hurt if it might
Oh! Where did you wander in from?
What brings you here?
The latest tidings from Melt was a tragedy. I thought to myself, and indeed, still, that I would...
Aye. Is there all...
Who goes there?
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Many thanks, sir.
Silence cultivates...
Lots to do.
What brings you here?
Who are you then?
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
Lots to do, and precious little time. Can't do much on an empty stomach.
We're not to talk during mission. I am pleased to find you in good health.
I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest. Housework's the hardest work there is, you know.
You've my thanks.
You should come round for tea sometime.
Places such as this...
I'm glad of any business and...
I've no time for you now. I can't solve all your problems. Never should have taken this shift. You looking to enlist?
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Twill be a joy to serve one so gallant.
Be well, Arisen. I'm not one for tearful goodbyes, but I must admit...
Delighted to meet you. Especially if we share a...
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no... My talents lie in combining materials.
I'm not tired in the least. I'm ready for any adventure you have in store, Arisen. Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me?
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
On, have a look. Interested in my ware? Gold's made to be spent. Pleasure doing business with you.
Were you not listening? Now you know you can leave me in peace.
Business co...
Oh, what does...
I fear I've naught useful to share.
Leave off. Ought you need of me?
One day, I'm going to have
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to... the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
I cannot help but feel responsible. Your presence is a soothing one.
Oh, I can't complain.
Going so soon? Come, stay and talk a while.
You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more.
Well met, son. How
You!
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? Let's just say there are some who I was to report on your... But I suppose that job's out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trap... Aye. You'll have your coin. That greed will get you nowhere, friend. But worry not...
I'll combine my magic with yours. You might cast the spell more quickly.
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, we will hear all he has to say before the week is out. Above all, we will have need...
What delights might there be to find in town today?
Above all, we will have need of allies to our cause.
Leave this area to me.
No idle chatter during missions, sir.
It'll do you no good letting me rot.
I'd love to talk with you.
Some might find Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales. What a delight.
Hope you're not here to create more work for me. Got any rumours to share? I'm all ears.
Excellent timing. I was just thinking of you.
It gladdens the heart to see so many smiles about.
Wonder what rumours that they have this.
Welcome.
What do I do?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. We will hear all he has to say. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Well, he is merely Deesa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows even were he to be removed. But if there's aught that compels my attention, he seems a man of import. And pray, allow me to investigate this matter. There is much we ought to tend to. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's Dorchester, from the pains he took to remain on scene. 'Tis plain that Allard wished this delivery. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's scheme. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers. I shall ensure that the door to the minister... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen... I see. I am glad you are unharmed. This sellsword, Ragnar, you said his name was? Yet, if this is the same Ragnar the Undying they called him, is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? 'Tis no simple matter to should you fall into the hands of the guards. However, I am afraid is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
I know precisely when a curative is...
How grand it must be to live a life of adventure. Going so soon? Come, stay and talk a while.
Up at dawn, done by dusk. Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd. Here's hoping
I would appreciate your...
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me! Follow me! You move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I'm a man of leisure.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal. Let me see. It reads, "Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be... Though, 'tis clear that the Queen... Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between... But I fear such a partnership. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent, and ere it slips my mind, pray, take this.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
As a reward for you will of course require... There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to stretch, or shall change once we have... If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
'Tis naught but a pit. No one believes a word I say. Spare me talk of sovereigns. All people fear. Spare me talk of sovereigns and lend me your... Oh, that's right. I was telling... Now, listen well. That just as the supposedly... the... What did I tell you? To doubt my words is folly. You're the only one. All I say is true. You're the only one who...
Speaking with you always makes...
What brings you here?
So just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well.
Oi! What are you doing standing about when there's work to be...
Jonas! This is the good sir I...
Is that right? You did it once afore.
My apologies for the... Yet he speaks truly. Pray, calm the beasts as you did before.
More Saurians. Ian's master.
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
You may depend upon me.
Oh, might I interest you in my humble... Much obliged, sir.
Over here, if you would.
I've a knack for gathering items, and...
Don't bring trouble to my... Well, Colin...
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's...
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that. It seems to me beastrens go causing problems.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned, but we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things.
You're wasting your time talking.
Oh. To doubt my words.
Perhaps you've some work to offer me.
Off on a greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in I have seen your path. May you've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Lots to do.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty, we will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right.
Ah, how I've longed to embrace...
Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of... You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Only an unseasoned trader falters in trying times.
Shall we get some rest then?
Welcome.
Oh, could use a rest.
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own.
To sell what I can while I'm in town. Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat.
Going so soon? Come, stay and talk a while.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Talking with you always brings a smile to my face. Would that I could spend all day here?
Peruse at your neck.
Leaning for empty tires?
Where was I found again?
I hope I've not left aught undone.
It's quiet about.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in...
There are worse things than turning in early, I must...
Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
A new day, a new perspective.
Hope you're not here to create more work for me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's... Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days when he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen... I see. I am glad you are... This sellsword, Ragnar. Yet if this is a... Ragnar the is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve...
We have arrived.